Awesome. They had a ton of people come out. I know it was their first event, but they said it was a huge success.
That's great, and I wish they had better weather.
I know.
Those cold north winds were biting here this morning with a cloud cover and temperatures well below average, and we didn't manage with a couple peaks of sunshine, only to get into the 50s. 54-degree high temperature here today, and even here this evening, you needed that jacket. Thankfully, those north winds have calmed down, but you can see on Next Gen Live, it looks a lot worse than it actually is. We've had a couple sprinkles, maybe enough east and especially south now here in the last hour or so to wet the pavement, but a lot of this was what we call verget. It looks, you see on radar, it says it's raining over me. Well, there is raindrops above us in the clouds, but they evaporate because we had a lot of dry air in place. But we're starting to saturate the atmosphere, and the intensity of the showers have become up a little bit. So Dibble to Purcell, Payne, Wayne, Wanette, Byers, Stratford, down towards Pauls Valley, and maybe as far north as Purcell, seeing a little bit of rain. And look at a future Next Gen here right now. It's doing a pretty good job. The latest model showing those showers and some sprinkles around. And as we head throughout the overnight, that will continue to chug its way slowly off towards the east and southeast. And again, nothing strong, nothing severe, no thunderstorms. This is just a cold rain. It's just enough to wet the pavement. There might be a couple locations to see a tenth, maybe 2/10 of an inch. And here across southern half of the state, just because of how long the duration of it, there could be up to maybe a quarter of an inch by tomorrow afternoon. By lunchtime, you can see this is over for us, and we see clearing skies. And that's what I mentioned at the 6 o'clock and what the data has kind of trended. More dry air from the north clears our skies out late tonight. And then here through lunch hour, we go mostly sunny to partly sunny. And look at the latest day, we might be mostly sunny. It might be a beautiful Sunday afternoon for a good portion of the state, other than far southern counties where the clouds hold on. But we'll have to watch that the cloud cover closely here for the overnight, because clear skies, light winds, dry conditions, that radiational cooling, there could be some areas that sneak down into around the freezing level, maybe a little frost for some. Details on that here coming up. But sprinkles, light rain, slides to the south, especially in the morning. But we need the rain. Nearly, not quite an inch of rain here in April for Oklahoma City. We're running nearly an inch and a half below average for the month. As April is starting to get into our rainier months. April, May, and June. Again, pretty heavy rainfall is pretty consistent here across the state with our storm season. Speaking of storms, some big hailstorms and tennis ball size hail reported earlier, and a little bit of snow across the Rockies and the Denver, and a cold, wet rain, wet snow mixed in with the Great Lakes and I-95 corridor, seeing a good rain with some thunderstorms. Says jet stream usually comes in, dips in here across the south and comes to the southwest. Severe weather for April and this time of the year. Not this year. Big trough of low pressure and a northwest flow, but we have enough westerly flow and that Gulf of Mexico moisture. It is a conducive pattern, but unfortunately it's a cool pattern, but it brings us rain chances. So we need the rain. We can't complain about this, and it'll keep our severe weather threat to very low to almost zero this week. So first system comes in on Monday afternoon, Monday evening with a wave of showers, maybe a couple thunderstorms, maybe a little bit heavier rain with a couple embedded thunderstorms on Tuesday, more widespread rains. And then the bigger system comes in on Wednesday into Wednesday night. That'll bring us another round of rain, widespread, and maybe a couple embedded thunderstorms, just some heavy rains, maybe some thunder and lightning, some rumbles, but again, nothing severe. 46 right now, northeast wind at around 10. It is a cool, chilly night. Clouds right now. Light winds, if those skies clear out, we might see a little bit of frost off towards the north, otherwise into the 40s. And again, spotty in nature. Any chance of rain tomorrow, southern half of the state. Lots of sunshine tomorrow by the afternoon for Oklahoma City and north. Temperatures will be into the 60s for afternoon highs, middle 60s north, 50s off towards the south. Looking at your 9-day forecast, those waves of rain come in late Friday. Tuesday and Wednesday look pretty wet. Cool, 50s and 60s. And then Memorial, Marathon, a slight chance of a shower on Sunday with temperatures in the lower 60s. Steve is up next with sports.